3 24 sports topics in 24 minutes. I'm your boy Trigun411. I'm gonna introduce you to my co-host Cy.
Yo, what's going on, guys? You can find me at twitter.com/scythex_.
And here we go. We got a special guest this episode. This man is amazing. He's knowledgeable about sports. He's also a cuck, and he's also the captain of the American softball team. Rock, go and introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Rock. I'm here because they told me they had ice cream.
Hey,
there you free scoops, baby. 3 scoops one time. Here we go. Before we get started with the podcast, everybody, welcome. Thanks for viewing it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit us up. Friday Night Gaming Podcast is our other podcast on our other channel, so make sure you hit that up. Like, comment, and subscribe. That's a gaming podcast where we strictly talk about games on some nerd stuff. Make sure you hit us up. We have a brand new Twitter for the Catch-24 podcast. It's twitter.com/Catch-24, the number 24 podcast. Make sure you hit us up on that. We're also on Google, iTunes, and Spotify. So make sure you download us, share it with your friends, share it with your grandmother, your auntie, all them, baby, cousin, sister, all that stuff. So without further ado, hey, Cy, shoot that shit.
all right, let's go.
Hey, real quick, first topic. We got 24 minutes. Let's get it done. Ben Roethlisberger once fumbled in a game on purpose to spite Todd Haley. Josh Harris, the old running back from Pittsburgh Steelers, said Ben Roethlisberger fumbled on purpose to spite OC Todd Haley. I can tell you, just from what I know of Ben Roethlisberger, he did this, no question. Factual.
100%.
He seems petty.
He's
seems
prima
like the
donna.
type of dude.
He's very prima donna. He gets what he wants. Look what he did to Antonio Brown. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter how good you are, you're out of town if I don't want you here.
Yo, that's actual facts. We get that vibe from him. Like he would definitely do something like this. And I know him and Todd Haley had a rocky relationship, so that's why your boy Todd was out. Roethlisberger runs the ship in Pittsburgh. He just lost his best wide receiver and one of the best running backs in the league. Shout out to the Jets, by the way. And that's about it. So number 2, Terrell Owens, the greatest receiver of all time. Thank you. Was he who? Jerry Rice? Who?
Boy.
Was he underappreciated even after playing in the Super Bowl with an injury? Do you guys think T.O. is underappreciated in the NFL?
Let's understand. He started everything. The popcorn, standing in the star.
Yep.
My leg is broken. I'm still going to go catch a touchdown. You know, there would be no Beckham pissing on things. There would be none of these guys doing their dances and flashing cameras because they weren't allowed to when Terrell Owens was around. But now he started this thing, and these guys are now getting more popular because of it.
Yo, and that's straight facts. Here's the thing. T.O.'s one of my favorite players of all time. This is the thing about T.O., and I think he understood this, and people didn't. They didn't get him. T.O., the NFL is for entertainment. That's why they need to allow the celebrations and the touchdown. NFL's an entertainment league, and what you do, get your pop. Hey, shout out to wifey. Get your popcorn ready.
Hey.
Yes, she's T.O. is underrated. Yo, he's one of the most underrated receivers of all time. He was entertaining and he was funny and he did his goddamn job.
Beast, man. He was a beast.
He was a beast. And
he just always got disrespected. The dude didn't show up to his own Hall of Fame ceremony because he was disrespected by them.
They kept him out because they didn't like his style, but he put up numbers. And that's facts.
And never lost an earring.
Yep.
I can confirm that. Next topic. Trevor Siemian, Rock's favorite quarterback of all time next to Joe Namath, just signed to the Jets for 1 year. Thoughts, Trevor?
Let's just remember he threw more interceptions last year than he did touchdowns. He didn't break 2,000 yards passing. In this league, you have to throw at least 3,000 yards with at least 15 touchdowns. He had 12 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and a rating of 73.3. To me, that sounds like you just wasted money because you want to look decent. You know, you're giving guys a chance. Le'Veon Bell, that's facts.
Wow.
I'm going to go the other way and say I like it as a backup 100%. I think he'll do good as a backup. I mean, he's just gonna be working with Darnold. My thing is, McCown didn't announce anything yet, and I don't know if they're allowed to until the free agency starts. So is he retiring? Because I like McCown as somewhat of a mentor to Darnold, so I don't want to lose that.
Let me ask you a question: who's better, McCown or Siemian?
McCown.
I would go McCown, yeah. But if he's legit retiring, then I would be like, yo, McCown, sign up as a QB coach or QB advisor or something like that, and then bring in Simeon as a backup. I'm okay with that.
Simeon's a water boy. He'll do a good job at
To
that.
me, he will. To me, it's a decent choice, but to me, what it says is this: it says the Jets are putting all their eggs in one basket. They're relying on Darnold to carry the entire season, and God forbid something happens. Just be clear: anything happened to Darnold, the Jets organization crumbles. That's facts. Moving on, next topic. Tampa Bay hires 2 female assistant coaches. One is the strength and conditioning coach. He's the assistant strength and conditioning coach. The other one is the assistant D-line coach. Your boy Bruce Arians down there in Tampa, mad props to him. He knew these young ladies for a long time. He wanted to give them the opportunity. He's mad progressive. From my standpoint, big ups to Bruce Arians, man, putting 2 female coaches in the NFL. Much respect.
Yeah, big time. We see a lot of guys, they're cramping up. Their conditioning is not great. So, maybe these ladies are going to come in. They're going to help that. These guys are going to last longer into the season without missing, games because, maybe they're just not hydrated better. They'll make them drink that water.
That's facts.
That's facts. That's actually facts. But big up to them. They're really, Bruce Arians is mad progressive. I think he's one of the coaches that I think will take the NFL to the next level. Shout out to him for real. Next topic, speed round. Kaepernick and Reed take less than $10 million in settlement. Now, we don't want to get into political joint. What they did, people who don't, well, everyone knows it was a black eye for the NFL for a very long time. They took a knee to protest violence against African Americans and people of color. And then there was a lot of controversy. They were basically blackballed from the league. The NFL kind of recognized that. So they gave them, people thought they gave them $60 million to settle. They only got $10 million to settle. A lot of people feel like, y'all sold out. Like the NFL got $10 million to the NFL is literally.
That's a win for the NFL.
It's a win for the contract. It's a win for the NFL. They broke it down. $10 million is $300,000 per team. That basically, that's less. That's like a penny in NFL money. And NFL is $1 billion non-for-profit business, and they got away scot-free and blackballing these dudes. I thought it was terrible what they did, how they blackballed them, but they paid off, and now that they paid for their silence. And so
I think Kaepernick's trash anyway. My man, he throws bullets, but he throws them to the ground. So I mean,
I agree.
Tough because it's tough because
hold on.
He can join that AAF, man. They're looking for players.
Y'all ain't gonna disrespect Kaepernick when there's cats like Geno Smith and Blake Bortles in the league. That's facts. Kaepernick's better than both them suckers. Anyway, next topic. We gonna move on to the NBA. D'Lo, 27 out of 44 points, fourth quarter. Oh God, it's the Nets. I'm gonna stop talking.
My boy, D'Lo. But for real though, he did a franchise. It was a franchise record. The Nets were down about 30 points in the fourth quarter. D'Lo went off for 27 points himself in the fourth quarter. The Nets ended up coming back, taking the lead, and holding on for the victory. It was the largest comeback in Nets franchise history, and I believe it's close to being one of the largest points a single player gets in the fourth quarter when down that much.
Damn. That's wild. That's wild.
Nets on their way to the playoffs. Let's go.
Shout out to the Brooklyn Nets being relevant for the first time since Jason Kidd's wife got like popcorn thrown on her in his hands. All right. The greatest player of all time. Let's talk about him.
Yep.
Is LeBron ruining his legacy in LA?
100%. Terrible move.
Wow.
The dude, he's not doing anything. He's rolling the ball out of bounds, and he just doesn't care. He has no care in the world in playing with this team right now.
That's it. He's just moving around now.
Yep.
Here's what I'm going to say.
He's collecting his check. He's doing his Hollywood Space Jam bullshit because he's right down the road, and he's going to move out.
You ain't going to disrespect Space Jam too, bro.
I'm not. I love Space Jam. I'm just saying this is a tactical move for him to be close to the studio.
Here's what I'm saying. People thought, joke's on you guys. You guys thought LeBron was going to LA to win titles and play basketball. Y'all got fooled. LeBron went to LA to build his monetary legacy and to build his legacy as an international icon, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing it at the cost of his NBA legacy because it's trash right now.
Here's the thing. I'm telling you, this is what I'm telling you. As a matter of fact, LeBron can't tarnish his legacy as an NBA player.
It's already tarnished.
I'm telling you that right now. LeBron will go down as one of the greatest of all time, regardless of what he does in LA. And here's the reality.
Yeah, on paper.
He's getting money. He's doing his thing. A lot of people hate on it. They say he's ruining LA. He's building up his brand. He's building up his multiple businesses. He's gonna own companies and teams.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's fine. But
here's the thing:
he's not helping his team. He's not doing anything.
Right. He don't care about the Lakers.
They're going to finish with a worse record this year than they did last year. And
right, but then you know what?
3-week vacation.
Dude, if this dude can bring a trash Cavaliers team to back-to-back finals in his rookie years, like he can bring a team that actually has players on it, like the Lakers, to at least the 8th seed. They're not even in like playoff contention right now.
Honestly, I don't think LeBron can, based on what he's done, he's one of the greatest to ever do it, and I think he'll go down as that. People are mad about people have hated LeBron his whole life. They burned his jersey. He's gonna be fine. LA is gonna be when they get Zion, they're gonna be in the finals next year. Next topic. Doc Rivers warned against going to LA job because of LeBron. There's some rumors out there that Doc Rivers, who's I think is a great coach, wanted to come to LA. Mm-hmm. The question is, can you coach LeBron? Is he coachable?
Wasn't Doc Rivers already in LA? Wasn't he Clippers coach?
Yeah, he was a Clippers coach, but they're warning him about going to the Lakers because of coaching LeBron is kind of dicey. So
yeah, because you're not the coach, LeBron is.
I mean, and that's the common theme, right? But I think LeBron is such an intellectually gifted player and physically gifted. Like,
yeah, J.R. Smith was a great intellectual move.
How do you coach? How do you
leave his shirt on?
Yeah.
How do you coach LeBron though? Like, how do you like? You're looking at LeBron and you know he knows more than you, so it must be.
You just put him. You just put out your starting lineup and let them do what they got to do, and that's it.
You know who needs to coach the Lakers?
Who?
Phil Jackson. Because I think Phil Jackson is a horrible basketball coach. I think he's the greatest
Phil Jackson's a horrible basketball coach?
Yes, because but listen to me. He's a horrible basketball coach.
I'm about to cancel this podcast right now.
Great. Just listen to what I'm saying. He's great at managing. He's the best manager of egos to ever live. That's all he had to do in Chicago and win championships.
That's part of being a coach.
And he won championships. Right, but he's basketball-wise, I mean, come on. Yo, what up, Fly?
Triangle, bitch.
Triangle. He did good with that, but listen, I'm just joking. Phil Jackson's a good coach, but he's an even better GM. Lonzo Ball severs ties with co-founder of Triple B over $1.5 million.
Isn't that his father?
No.
Isn't that his full contract?
Yeah,
no,
like what?
No, the co-founder, his name is Alan Foster. He was friends with LeVar Ball, and his sons grew up together. But the guy's a criminal, and he has a criminal past, and he took $1.5 million of Lonzo's money and did something with it. And now when Lonzo asked for it, he's like, I don't know where it is. How do you lose 1.5 mil? Anyway, he severed ties with him. Naturally, obviously, you had to do that. Real quick, NHL, Cy?
Yeah. So former Rangers captain Chris Drury is now he was also an assistant GM for the Rangers since 2016, but he is now the GM of Team USA moving forward. So next time the Olympics roll around, our boy Drury is going to be holding the mantle.
And most of us probably won't even watch it.
Yeah, I will. I don't know about you, but I will.
Nobody cares about hockey, Boomer.
Facts.
Next topic, because we're fine. We got 11 minutes left, and
we might need overtime this time.
Will Trout win a ring?
Absolutely not. He's on a team that just gave him all their money. Good luck finding pitching with that.
Yep.
Okay.
They wasted their whole bank account on just Trout. So.
And the follow up, $430 million. The question to me. Will he win a ring? It doesn't matter. He got $500 million, guys. Yeah. $500 million. It doesn't matter what he does for the rest of his life. He'll show up and never play again.
I mean, what it comes down to is he's making that money no matter what happens. The team can trade him. He's still guaranteed that money. It's whether the Angels pay or whoever they're trading to is going to take up the contract. So it doesn't matter. He made his money, whether his team's trash or not. I mean, that's up to them. But most of their payroll is going into Trout, so it's going to be hard to bring in more marquee players.
Yeah, that's crazy. Next topic: MLB opened the season with
I need to talk about this real quick. So, did anybody know the season started?
What season, fam? March Madness.
No, and I'm serious. The MLB opened this week. And
are you serious?
Literally nobody knew about it. The marketing.
I always hear about opening day. I didn't hear anything.
Dude, opening day is like one of the most like recognizable thing in American history. Okay, and they opened the season for 2 games in Japan this week. And why this is trash, and this is going to roll into my next point. They instead of doing exhibition games where like, okay, yeah, you go out to Japan, the 2 teams play, blah blah blah, you come back. They counted these games. So Seattle ended up winning both games, 9-7 and 5-4. So they're coming home with a 2-0 record on the year already. And then they still have another week of spring training to do, and then they got to fly home to Seattle. So they went from Arizona to Japan, back to Arizona for a week, and then the season really opens this Thursday.
Nah, fam.
And they got to fly home. Like, it doesn't make sense. Why did they make these games count? And my only theory is because what's the name? Which I'm going to get into also. Ichiro retiring. He retired with Seattle in Japan, and that might have been like a thing for him for some reason. But I think it was a bad idea to have these games count. And if you're going to make them count, market it, because literally nobody knew. Nobody.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Next topic, real quick. This is kind of dope. Mets honor Seaver with statue and rename road outside Citi Field 41 Seaver Way. That's really dope.
It's awesome. Everybody's been wanting them to honor Seaver, and it kind of sucks because it's going to get pawned as a reactionary to his condition. But it needed to be done, and it's a cool thing. Their stadium address is gonna forever be Seaver Way, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's dope. Again, Ichiro. So I kind of talked about this, to announce retirement after a game in Japan. His career stats crazy, right? Over 3,069 hits, 311 batting average, 780 RBIs, .09. Stolen base percentage, 117 home runs, MVP, Rookie of the Year, first ballot Hall of Famer, 18 years and 2 games. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. And then next thing, Cy. Shout out to Cy on his Catch-24 reporting game. Cy, go ahead and tell the people how you interacted with a famous person.
Yeah, the next Twins beat reporter coming at you. No, but
facts.
A major league pitcher he goes by the name I Am Trevor May on Twitch because he's also a streamer. He streams Fortnite and among other games. But he is a major league pitcher for the Twins. He's a starter. And he tends to interact with his viewers on Twitch. And I asked him, a serious baseball question because the Mets have a new GM. That GM was the head of a sports agency the year before, like a couple months ago. So I basically asked him, I was like, do you think an agent becoming a GM breaks the trust in a player? And he actually elaborated on it and gave a passionate answer on it, and saying how he absolutely doesn't like the idea. He think it does break trust. The agent knows your personal, a lot of personal stuff. It can backfire and hurt you trying to sign with the team that he's GMing because he knows all your negatives. He knows your personal stuff. He can go to the boss and be like, hey, you don't want him because A, B, and C. It gets dicey. So
and
it's weird because the guy fighting for your money is now fighting against your money. So it pulls even more tension into the room. So He elaborated on the whole thing, and it was really cool.
Yeah. Nah, shout out to Sai for being on his reporting game. And again, you talk about like the definition of conflict of interest. That to me, that's it. Mm-hmm. Real quick, Chris Sale signed. We got 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and we got seven topics. We can do this. Chris Sale signs 5-year extension with the Boston Red Sox. I'll speak for Rock and say Yankees are the greatest team of all time. It doesn't matter what the Red Sox do. Facts. Next topic. Thoughts. Next topic. Is Zion great or is this competition weak? You know what? Watching Zion play, and this is not, I don't want to be racist. It's like watching Wilt Chamberlain, you turn the TV, see any video of Wilt Chamberlain, it's him, huge 7-foot black guy playing with like 5'8" white guys. Like to me, that's what it looks like when Zion plays. I feel like he's a man he's at a summer camp and he's playing basketball there. So like, and
you know who he can't beat though?
Who?
Nike.
This man, you saying this man defeated against Nike? He 0-1?
He 0-1 against right. Nike. Facts.
Nah, but Nike is reportedly he's in talks for a shoe deal worth $150 million. So
allegedly, because he's not allowed to talk about that.
Yeah, allegedly. So real quick, while we talk about Zion, I think Zion's great. Rock thinks he's overrated, and Sai,
he's overrated, and he might not get picked first. There's rumblings that he won't get picked first.
I can guarantee you. Here's the thing: if you don't take Zion, you failed as an organization. That's a fact. Zion. I
hope the Knicks don't take him because it'll be hilarious.
No, the Knicks need to take him because the Knicks haven't had a decent player since Patrick Ewing. So,
yeah, all's been well. All's been well.
Wow. Real quick, Final Four predictions.
It's March Madness, man. We're here. It's happening.
Yeah, it's on right now. Final Four predictions. March Madness finally started midway through March, by the way. Check out the first Catch-24. We'll talk about that. Sai, go and throw your teams. Who your Final Four?
My Final Four, I'm going with Duke versus Gonzaga and Purdue versus UNC. And I have UNC actually in the championship against Duke in a rematch. And UNC is going to get that last laugh and win the title.
Damn. That's fire. I have Duke. I have Florida. Obviously, Florida's one of the greatest basketball tradition schools throughout the history. Rewind 06-07 back-to-back title.
Florida is dope.
Villanova and my last team. Who did I have in there? I think was it UNC? It might have been UNC. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, I think Florida's going to win the title. I pick them every year because in 06 I didn't pick them and they won. Now every year I pick them.
That must have been so frustrating.
Yo, I didn't pick them in 06 and I was so mad at myself.
So maybe you should stop picking them. You ever think of that? You're mushing your team every year by picking them.
I see your logic. See your logic. And then of course I picked them in 07, but everyone else in America did. So that didn't really work out for me. So yeah, I think the games have been, listen, March Madness, and then we'll get to the other two topics because we have time. March Madness is the greatest sporting event, the greatest tournament, playoff, whatever, in the history of sports. I think there's no competition.
I would rival the World Cup. And I'm going to say that because, dude, I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying it's on par with it because
it is very good.
It's the World Cup. That's one of the most exciting summers, every 4 years. It's just wild.
You know what, to me, here's why March Madness will beat everything. One game.
Yeah. I agree.
If you have an off game, you're gone. You're out. One game and you're out. There's no BS's. Anyway,
it's one of the hardest titles to win. 100%.
Yeah. John Morant, is he the most exciting player in this tourney? Yo, he's crazy, amazing. People comparing him to Magic Johnson, I think that's a little too far. But I look forward to. He's a player from Murray State, one of the best players in the country. His draft stock is rising. I don't know, Sai, have you seen him play? Because he's pretty. I
mean, they're saying he might go one.
Yeah. They're saying
that's what I'm hearing. He might really go over Zion.
And all right, I'm gonna lose a gasket, but we have 40 seconds left. Tom Izzo screaming incident. I'm actually clutching. I don't know if you can hear me over the microphone. I'm clutching my fist. Tom Izzo screamed at his player and pointed a finger at him, and people want him fired. Listen, let me tell you something right now.
Speak on it.
I am old school. A coach yelling at a player and pointing at him, you want him fired? What kind of millennial baby butt soft ass Charmin shit are y'all on right now? He's a goddamn coach. He's coaching his players to get motivated. The player is lazy as hell. He was trying to motivate his players, and you guys want him fired for screaming? What kind of punk ass? Yo, I'm done. I can't even take it. What culture are we living in where a coach yelling at his player is over the top? Come on, man. Please, I'm done. I can't.
And that was the timer, so we are officially done. But I do want to hear you finish your thought.
No, I with Tom Izzo, I can't. The screaming incident, the fact that it's an incident is a problem. It was a coach who screamed at his player. He was trying to motivate his team, and people are like, you shouldn't point at these athletes. They need to be coddled and concealed.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how soft everybody is. Like it's out of control. The guy's trying to win one of the hardest tournaments in sporting history. Like if he and also he's one of the best coaches at his,
Tom Izzo is a fucking legend, and if I said my JS coaches would be in jail by today's standards.
But I'm saying, like, his method of coaching is working. So if he has to scream at somebody to get them motivated to play correctly, how he has it drawn up,
yeah,
you can't question why he's doing it. The results are there. He knows what the hell he's doing. So you being so aggravated about it is unbelievable, because like these people are so soft and everything offends everyone. It's ridiculous, and you're gonna ruin someone's career because he's yelling at your student or whatever. Like, shut up.
Yo, at Florida, I worked for I was at Florida early 2000s working with the basketball team. Billy Donovan in practice. I'm talking to Mike Miller. Udonis has him. What the fuck are you motherfuckers doing? Like, going off. Like, Billy Donovan went off, screamed, yelled. That man got 2 titles. Please don't talk to me about nothing. Another story. My father coached football real quick, high school. Back in the day. Dudes are doing bear crawls up the hills. If you didn't bear crawl fast enough, he'd hit you with a bamboo stick over your back. Don't talk to me about fucking coaches yelling at their fucking athletes. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
I can't take it. We're becoming soft as shit. And that's it. I can't deal with that.
Yep, I feel you. I mean, I don't know what else to add to that, but I guess that's it. That was 24 topics, man. We had a little overtime because we had a little emotion coming out of Try here. So
hey.
I just want to say I appreciate everybody coming through. This is episode 3, and I feel like we're catching steam and getting better and better as the weeks go on. So I appreciate everybody chilling.
Hell yeah. Shout out Bobby Knight forever.
Facts.
We out.
We out.